Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll show you how to create a geometry in Drill Recognition. Let's go into Drill Recognition by clicking on our tab. As you can see, Drill Recognition operation looks very similar to any other operations. And if we go into our technology field, you'll note that it has all the exact same technologies that we have in our regular drilling operation. So let's start by going into our geometry, and we'll create a new geometry. Now note, the first time you go in to create a geometry, it actually does a process of recognizing the holes. Now, you'll see over here also as well, the geometry in Drill Recognition is different than your regular drilling operation. You do not choose individual holes or a specific surface. The way this is done is very simple. As you can see, we have a whole set of filters, but let's skip that for a moment. And we have just one button here called Find Holes. If I click on Find Holes, it'll recognize and show us every single hole that's in the part. Now, as you can see, it's broken up into different shapes, and each shape has a group of its own. A shape can have several groups. Now, inside a group, we also have the individual holes as shown over here. Well, what exactly is a shape? Well, if I were to right click, we can do Show Holes. And you can see it shows us the shape of that set of holes. For example, you can see that the shape is a blind drilled hole. If I were to go to the second shape over here and look at Show Hole, you can see that this is a straight through hole. Our third shape, you can see that this is a blind tapped hole. So all the shapes are recognized. Now, let's look at the group itself. If I were to right click on the group and click on Show Hole, you'll see it'll give you a little more information. Not only does it show you the shape, but it also gives you what each part of the shape is. For example, the cylinder, the diameter, and its height. The second part of the shape is the cone, where it has the upper diameter, lower diameter, its height, and the angle of that as well. If I were to go, for example, to the same shape in a different group, you'll see the exact same shape. However, you'll see a different depth or a different upper level. That's why it's a different group, because it has something different about it. Now, you'll also note that next to each group, it also shows you what the upper level is and the height of that particular group of holes itself. You can see the difference between them as well. The same thing in our second shape with its groups and the third shape. Now you can see, however, the third shape only has one group, because if I were to right click on that group, you can see that the hole has a chamfer, cylinder, and a cone shape. And it's also a tapped hole. And there's only one group of that on the part itself. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.